stay still. So when we apply the flag and horse staying still from both sides, that's absolutely will not gonna bother the animal. Animal will gonna stay still and not fall apart. You can ride in the rodeo. Remember, we practice rodeo. You can actually apply behind the horse. That's also very important. And when you apply extended touch behind the horse and bring this flag towards the horse, horse have to be very nice and relaxed. That's trail riding. Other riders come from opposite side behind you. Horse have to be very, very relaxed. My horse to pick up the leg. Horse have to pick up the leg. When I'm gonna put shoe on the horse and I'm gonna shoe horse, horse have to stay still and not run away. Right here, I'm gonna ask you to pick up the leg. And I'm gonna work with my file. And horse have to stay still and not run away and not move left or right direction. Yeah, beautiful. When I put her behind on her hindquarters, she have to stay still, be relaxed, not move an inch. What I'm looking actually relaxation. So when you actually apply bullwhip under saddle and you work with your horse and you bring cows back home and you have to apply bullwhip, horse have to be very relaxed. And so I continue sharing with you Gemma confidence and how we develop her confidence and what kind of confidence she have and what kind of methods actually and exercises she knows with confidence. So we practiced in the previous videos, we practiced everything without the saddle confidence, and now we're going to transfer this actually to the saddle, because everything what we're doing on the ground we actually have to accomplish under saddle, because we can ride horses, but the most important for me as a horseman, for me is the most important horse have to be very, very confident under saddle. And when horse going to be very confident and safe for us under saddle, we're going to enjoy much more horse in the future. So we teach horse, if you remember in the previous videos, we teach horse not afraid, flag, and horse have to stay still, and we have actually in hand education exercises, so that's a lunging exercise, I call them in hand education. So horse have to be very relaxed in the forward motion, stay still. So when, remember this exercise when we practice, when horse travel forward motion and stay still, we apply this flag and horse staying still and not jumping sideways on top of us because we're applying flags of opposite side. So that's amazing steps actually helping us, because if we say, for example, we have a raincoat and it's very long coat, and when we mount a horse and this coat flying from other side of the horse body, horse can see with his eye and jump sideways when we trail ride, or somebody clapping from other side when we show, and horses afraid and jumping from other side. So that's very interesting step, actually very useful. So you can apply actually flag from other side when you mount the horse, because we actually finished this exercise in the previous education, and horse have to stay still. So when we apply the flag and horse staying still from both sides, that's absolutely will not gonna bother the animal. Animal will gonna stay still and not fall apart. You can ride in the rodeo. Remember, we practice rodeo queen. That's a rodeo queen under saddle. So you can travel with flag in the rodeo, and horse have to be very nice and relaxed. On top of the horse, horse have to be nice and relaxed. Behind the horse, horse have to be nice and relaxed. From opposite side, on the ground, exactly the same what we done on the ground without the saddle. Horse have to accomplish this under saddle and be relaxed. I spend a lot of time to develop confidence in the horses and the horse mental ability, so there can be very, very relaxed for us and safe for us. Good job, baby. Good job. Stay still. Right here, baby. Turn around, please. A little bit more. Move your hip and stay right here. And again, a little bit more hip, right here, and stay still. So extend and touch, if you remember, we practice also extend and touch and stay still, and it starts actually from discovered philosophy methodology in round pen. And we start extend and touch without the flag, and after we added the flag to the lasso and apply extend and touch in forward motion, when horse traveling forward motion, stay still behind the horse when horse traveling forward motion, and the speed we desire from the horse, and also in front of the horse. So exactly the same again. That's my flag and my lasso right now, and my raincoat. Horse have to be very nice and relaxed, and not to get upset. So when I transfer my extend and touch, when I actually on top of the horse, and I throw in this flag, and when flag actually traveling towards the horse, horse have to stay still, and again, control emotion, control fear, and you don't have to hold horse by the reins. Again, from opposite side, and horse have to stay still, not falling apart at all. You can actually apply behind the horse. That's also very important. And when you apply extend and touch behind the horse and bring this flag towards the horse, horse have to be very nice and relaxed. That's trail riding. Other riders come from opposite side, behind you. Horse have to be very, very relaxed and not can fall apart emotionally and physically. Very nice, beautiful work. So extend and touch, it's also very important, not just accomplishing around pen education or in hand education and stay still. Extend and touch, it's very important to finish when you practice with your horse. It's very important to accomplish this actually under saddle. So, because when moving object, moving towards the animal relax and not falling apart again. I come back and going to say again, not mentally and not physically. So farrier work, it's very important also. And why I'm sharing with you that? Because it's also confidence. And I trim and I shoe myself, my horses. So I don't have helpers who can actually hold the horse. And I have to actually do this job myself. So I tie my horses to the stand and they have to stay still and wait patiently when I accomplish my work, or when I trim their hooves, or I actually put shoes on them. So when I ask my horse to pick up the leg, horse have to pick up the leg. When I'm going to put shoe on the horse and I'm going to shoe horse, horse have to stay still and not run away. It's a front feet or hind feet. Horse still have to stay still and not run again. I'm gonna ask my horse, I just stop with my hand because she done so many times this. And again. And I'm gonna release. And again, pick up. and release. Beautiful. So when you're working yourself and you're using stand, it's also very important so horse can stay still and you can put leg on the stand and you work with your file and horse not falling apart and not running away from you. Right here. And you can work with your file and horse staying still. That's all confidence. Before we even riding horse, all this I have to accomplish with all my horses, young horses. That's a foundation program. Again, I'm working with my file. Right here, I'm going to ask you to pick up the leg. Again. Then I'm going to work with my file. And horse have to stay still and not run away and not move left or right direction. Beautiful work, Jim. Like we know already, we can walk, in the previous videos, we can walk to Gemma with TARP, and I share with you in hand education also with TARP how horse can stay still and accept. And again, it's everything start from stop and face and from discover philosophy methodology in round pen without the forcing horse. So when you mount the horse with TARP, horse still have to be very relaxed. So when you have a tarp on the horse, you don't have to hold reins. Horse truly, it is safe to hold reins, don't take me wrong, but I'm just showing you, share with you confidence, how much confidence this horse has. So when I sit on the horse and I use my tarp all over my horse has to be very, very relaxed. Here, baby. And again, when I put her behind on her hindquarters, she have to stay still, be relaxed, not move an inch. What I'm looking actually relaxation. I not pay attention actually on her movements, because sometimes horses can move because they have feelings and they have instinct to survive, and it's nothing wrong with that. What I truly looking, relaxation in their muscles. If I feel actually horse relax under me, horse can move and can be relaxed. Horse can stay still and you can see all muscle twitch and upset, but horse can stay still because you program in their brain stay still. So I want to see a lot of relaxation in the forward motion or in the stay still when I apply this tarp. Because if I'm gonna work in the range with this horse and I have to bring cows or I have to bring tarps from the fields where I cover hay, I don't have to be worried. Horse have to stay still and not fall apart again. Not mentally and not physically. Very good job, baby. Very good job. Just step back a little bit. Very small exercise, but very useful actually in our life, daily life. A lot of times when we trail ride, in a hot day, we like to drink water. And most of the time, not most of the time, but sometimes when we drink the water with this bottle, we're coming back home to our stables just with this bottle, without the horse. So again, I just showing you finished result I'm not showing you how to educate that. It's not that you just mount the horse and start to squeeze the bottle, because you can put yourself in dangerous situation, and even helmet not going to help you. So when you mount the horse, and if you trail right and you finish your water, when you ride, you don't have to be afraid to squeeze this around your horse, because it's a different sound than actually tar. And horse have to stay still and not to fall apart. Beautiful, bro. Right. Very nice, baby. Very nice. So when you actually apply bullwhip under saddle and you work with your horse and you bring cows back home and you have to apply bullwhip, horse have to be very relaxed. And in our culture, because I'm originally from Ukraine, Cossacks, they're using a lot of bullwhip actually to work with cows. And I remember when I was little kid, my uncle and kids, when they bring the cows from the field, they all the time use behind these horses, they all the time using bullwhip to bring the cows back home. So again, today we don't use much the bullwhip in our daily life, but I'm using this education with loud sounds so horses be relaxed when we're using loud movements actually around the horse. And so after when you use a lasso, say for example, and you want to just throw your lasso, and you throw on your lasso, that's not a big deal for horse mentally actually to accept these movements on top of the horse head. Horse just relax, staying still, and you don't have to hold on to these reins and hope for the best. Horse will gonna jump forward and put you in a very dangerous life situation.